gotta cop. I just touched down, threw a surprise party for cops. Back in the field, you know I smarted the plot. I ain't even checking the scoreboard, I stopped. What for? Double up on this world tour, then drop again. Why you looking for a block to spin? International blast, you can't box me in. A circle full of elites, you cannot be there. But a lot of folk in position, guess I gotta be him. If it's real, let it be known, we ain't gotta pretend. Long as we got respect, we ain't gotta be friends. You know hustlers don't sleep, I embody the trend. Maybe that be the reason she keep calling, she keep calling again. Yeah. Keep calling, I keep balling. Baby, I'm standing on business, I'm flawless. Baby, my diamonds still hitting, they flawless. Yeah, they keep calling, I keep on balling. Baby, I'm standing on business, I'm flawless. Baby, my diamonds still hitting, they flawless.
Phone ringing, she got the nose. I'm moving on. You ain't get the clue.
Your call has been forwarded to an automated voice message.
You think about the most complete basketball player, Michael Jordan was it. That year we won 56, 57, 58 games, something like that. We were really good. If you were going to beat us, you had to do something special. And I knew what we were up against in him. You knew it was going to be a daunting task. You're going to play your best basketball, and he's just not going to have an off game. And you're trying to make sure you manage everyone else, and hopefully he has a few misses here or there. They were struggling, and so Michael, I vividly remember one play, he came off of a screen.
Welcome everyone to Richfield, Ohio. It's the home of the Cavaliers. With Coach Mike Fratello and Clark Kellogg and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Cleveland hosting Michael Jordan and the Chicago Bulls. It's a key game in the Eastern Conference playoff race. And Mike, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it's turned into quite a rivalry.
There are many people looking forward to this matchup. Chicago has eliminated Cleveland in each of the last 2 years, both times in a deciding Game 5 of the first round. They know each other so well. No love lost between them.
None at all. And in terms of familiarity, this is the 26th matchup, Clark, between these teams over the last 3 years. That's a lot of battles. And there are no secrets, are there?
None at all, partner. You think the Bulls and Cavs could call each other's plays out. That's how well they know each other. Tonight, I think it comes down to execution at both ends. Of course, Chicago has an X factor and a significant edge when it comes to Michael Jordan.
Now, let's give you the starting five. For Chicago in the backcourt, John Paxson running the point. And at the 2, it's the former MVP, Michael Jordan. A defensive stopper. Scottie Pippen is the small forward. Horace Grant at the power forward spot.
Michael Jordan.
And at center, the big man, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And introducing the Cleveland starters. Sharp-shooting Mark Price is at the 1. And the defensive specialist, Craig Elo, joins him in the backcourt. The forwards, rookie third-round pick Winston Bennett at 3. With the experienced Larry Nance playing power forward. And finally, the two-time All-Star, Brad Daugherty, is the center.
So far this year, in the first 3 meetings between Chicago and Cleveland, all Bulls wins, Michael Jordan is averaging 44 points per game against the Cavs, shooting 55%. MJ is the last guy Cleveland wants to see.
Grant the pass to Jordan. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. And the Bulls tack on 2 more. And Clark, to be fair, Michael Jordan might be the last guy any team in this NBA wants to face.
Well, you won't get any disagreement from me, Kevin. I mean, he's on his way to his 4th straight scoring title, and Jordan is, in fact, the show in the NBA right now, guys.
He is indeed. Here's Elo after the made shot from Michael Jordan. And so just over a minute and a half played. Paxson outside. Jordan against Doherty. Jordan high post. He has 6, and he makes that one.
Cleveland fans looking nervous as Jordan is finding his groove early on.
Pass to Bennett. And Nance kicks to Elo. Now the pass to Bennett. Just 5 to shoot. Nance dishes to Price. Cleveland the rebound. That's tipped. Will it go? Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. Well, Mike, at breakfast we were opening up the papers here in Cleveland, the front page of the sports section. An article about the Cavs' Craig Elo trying to guard Michael Jordan.
You just know Michael read that article like we did.
Back to Jordan. Fires it up. Kept alive. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits.
Terrific to see Brad Daugherty in the starting lineup. He has struggled through injuries this year, so glad to see the big fella healthy and starting.
An all-star the previous 2 seasons, Brad's health is so important for Cleveland.
For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright has struggled coming back from a knee injury. In the 9 games since his return, the big fella is just averaging 9 points per game.
And the Bulls really need Cartwright to provide some offense. Look for Chicago to give him some touches early in the game to try and get him going.
So timeout called here, the first for Cleveland. Well, Michael Jordan on a historic pace. And for more, here's David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Michael Jordan is well on his way to a 4th straight scoring title. With 14 games left, including tonight, Jordan's averaging more than 33 points per game, giving him a more than 2-point lead over Utah's Karl Malone. The only other player to lead the league 4 straight seasons, the great Wilt Chamberlain. Back to you, Kevin.
That's some good history right there, David. Thank you. MJ is a special player. He's a great scorer. Michael, look at his game. Tell me why.
This might not be the first thing you think of, but his conditioning has a lot to do with it. MJ just never gets tired. He can carry a team.
Never seen anything like it. Here's Elo, following the basket by Michael Jordan. Elo outside. Pass to Doherty. Over Cartwright. No good that time, so the Bulls will take it the other way. The best three-point shooting team in the NBA, Clark, the Cleveland Cavaliers. Leading the league at 41%. They also are number 1 in attempts and in three-point shots made.
And you know, Kevin, the injury to Brad Daugherty, I think, forced Cleveland into becoming a more focused team from the three-point line. Guys like Price and Craig Elo, Steve Kerr, all shooting it well. That's Mark Price, for those wondering.
That's right. The shot's good from Nance.
While the Cavs have lost every meeting with Chicago this year, Mark Price has been excellent against the Bulls.
He sure has been, Coach. With 16 points, 15 assists in one game. 5 days ago in Chicago, Price had 25 points and 8 assists. The Cavs point guard clearly leading the way for his team.
Talking to Coach Lenny Wilkins in terms of defending Michael Jordan, Cleveland is looking to start the game with Winston Bennett on MJ.
And then they'd like to end it, Coach, with Craig Elo guarding him. The idea behind that, to me, is start Bennett on him, and then hopefully Craig Elo is fresh down the stretch.
And that's a strong defensive effort to force the miss, especially against someone of his caliber.
Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last. Williams, he's checked in for Bennett. The Bulls making a change here as well. Armstrong's checked in for Paxson. And Doherty kicks to Nance. Price outside. 6 on the shot clock. Pass to Williams. From deep three-point range. The rebound by Cartwright.
That's a long way out there, but, you know, it's a shot he knows he can make.
Fearless and deadly. Listen, you either double Jordan now or you're going to pay for it later.
The Cavaliers trail by 12. Elo outside. Back to Price. Right side, Williams. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot's good from Nance. Nance has got his second basket of the night.
What readiness from Nance. Gets himself all lined up, and once he has the pass, he's prepared to shoot.
Nance against Jordan. "17-foot shot on the way. Off the left rim and out. And so Price will bring it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Trailing by 10.
You know, over the last 3 seasons now, this is the 26th meeting between the Bulls and Cavs, so there is nothing that either team is not familiar with about the other. They know each other quite well.
Yeah, so adjustments will be key. The game plan should be known. Those little tweaks in the game are huge.
Their scoring has been a problem. It's been tough to handle.
And it's enabled them to establish a substantial lead in the early going.
Here's Price. Good.
Fending off the defense there. Price knows how to keep his composure in tight spots.
Bulls leading by 10. Jordan with it. Williams picks him up. Kicks it out to Grant. Back to Jordan. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
You know, that's what we call a good foul. Make them earn it at the line.
It might not be pretty, but that's the right play in that situation. He saved the layup with that foul.
They throw good, Jordan. A different look now for Cleveland. Rollins checked in for Gordon. Brown comes in for Larry Nance. And Kerr subbed in for Craig Elo. The Bulls also changing it up. Purdue, he's checked in for Cartwright. And King subbed in for Horace Grant. Now, here's Kerr. Brown, the pass to Kerr. Price outside. The step back, and it's in off the backboard.
Stepping in from the line for Price, a 15, 18-footer is basically a layup.
Armstrong passes to Jordan. And they double up Jordan. The baseline J, and the jumper is on the mark. 22 points for Jordan.
You've got to wonder, they're doubling Jordan on defense, and Jordan is still outsmarting them. Now what? These two teams met in Chicago 5 days ago. The Bulls winning 102-95. MJ with 41 points on 32 shot attempts. Horace Grant had a double-double.
And you know, Coach, Scottie Pippen chipped in with 9 assists as well. Martin Price was excellent for the Cavs in the losing effort. 25 points, 8 dimes. I think the Cavs are going to need more from everybody else tonight.
Here is Kerr. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Pass to Rollins. Back to Kerr. Cleveland moving the ball around. Chalk up 2 there. And that's now 6 points for Mark Price.
The 6-foot Price going inside and getting it done. Loving it.
Pippen against Brown. Pippen kicks to Armstrong. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Up top, Kerr. Defended by Pippen. The kick out to Brown. Left side, Williams. Double team on Williams. The pass to Rollins. Kerr outside. For 3, Price. He can't get that one. Good work defensively by Pippen. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Boy, Pippen gets the bucket and is going to shoot the and one. Excellent concentration there.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
One shot.
And that one misses. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter.
26.
Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everyone, to Richfield, Ohio, just a bit south of Cleveland, home of the Cavs. Kevin Harlan, Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge here. We're set for the start of the second quarter between the Cavs and Bulls. It's a big matchup in the Central Division.
Opening night for both of these teams in Chicago, Michael Jordan went off for 54 points. An overtime win for the Bulls.
The headline of the Cleveland Sports page, Mission Impossible. Elo to try to ground Air Jordan. For more, let's go to David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, you can bet that Michael Jordan read that as well. He's quoted in the article as saying, Craig Elo is a very good defender, and I accept him as a challenge. Now, the backstory, of course, is that Elo was a minor league player just 3 years ago. Now, he signed a new contract here in Cleveland, and his defense was a big reason why. But you know Jordan's going to bring something extra tonight. Kevin?
He always does. David, thank you for that. Mike, the Cavs coaches probably wish they ran that story on another day.
I mean, did they have to run that article today? Let's be clear. As good as Elo is, no one is stopping Michael Jordan when he's on. Sorry, Craig.
So the Bulls 5 right now. Cartwright is out there with Grant. Then it's Pippen. Then it's B.J. Armstrong. And it's Jordan in at the shooting guard position. Cartwright. One up, one down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
When Cartwright is on the floor, you have to be aware of him on the offensive boards. Bill's looking for offensive rebounds.
An excellent job by the Bulls, Clark, so far on defense. They have limited the Cavs' three-point shooting game.
With Jordan and Pippen defending the perimeter, hard to get good looks. The Bulls are not an easy team to knock down threes on.
Not at all. Now, Jordan, after the missed three from Craig Elo. Over Price. Jordan's shot is off.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Here's Price. Hits the front of the rim and out. And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. 16-point lead, the largest margin in the game. Here's Jordan. Brad Daugherty pulls it in. Mike, they are desperate to find a basket.
They're having a really hard time out there.
You're right. Now here's Daugherty. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And another miss by Cleveland. Bulls leading by 16. Here's Pippen. They get the rebound. Grant the pass to Cartwright. In the corner, it's Jordan. Goes back up. Jordan continues to roll. Michael has matched his total from 2 nights back. 28 points. Nance outside. Back to Price. To the middle. Here's Williams. And the basket is good. And he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
You know, when Price can't find a look of his own, he creates for others. He knows it's about team success, not just him getting his own.
Michael Jordan has had such great success, Mike, against this Cleveland franchise, hasn't he?
The shot last year on this floor, 54 points opening night in Chicago. MJ loves playing the Cavs.
He does indeed. The Bulls have shot 80% from the line tonight, going 4 of 5 so far. Free throw good, Jordan. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Elo outside. Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Daugherty, no luck.
Aggressive move. That's an easy 2 points most of the time.
Jordan against Elo. Fades away. No good from Jordan. Passes to Price. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Price has got 8.
Nance doing a nice job finding open teammates. That's what makes him a really good all-around player.
Outside, Jordan. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. And here are the Cavaliers now. 17-point game. Here's Price, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on Pippen.
And I like the pass-first mentality of Price. Terrific distributor and a guy that his teammates really look up to.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bennett's checked in. Chicago also making some changes. Davis comes in for Scottie Pippen. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. Here's Jordan. He's got 31. And the layup is good.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 9 points now in the quarter.
The first-year head coach of the Bulls, 44-year-old Phil Jackson, the last 2 seasons, Jackson was an assistant under former Bulls coach Doug Collins.
Timeout.
While Jackson was a head coach in Puerto Rico, this is Phil's first NBA head coaching job.
Timeout called the Cavaliers. And Bulls coach Phil Jackson, a great player back in the day, you may recall, Clark, with the New York Knicks.
Yeah, he was on championship teams in 1970 and 73 with the Knicks. And he's a player's coach. He's known to be laid back, but it'll be interesting to see if he can take this Bulls team to the next level.
My guess is he can. What do you think?
I would agree.
Now here's Doherty. Comes up empty down low. Now Paxson. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Jordan drives in. And he banks in the layup.
Michael Jordan.
And the Bulls lead by 19.
Hey, it's as plain as pound cake. Keep it simple. They want to see how big this league can get.
No such thing as running up the score at this level.
Now here's Elo. Doherty outside. Back to Elo. Jacks up a 3. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
Well, Elo is a pretty reliable option at the arc. He's got his range shooting dialed in.
Jordan inside. Working on Price. Jordan with the bucket.
Keep doing work inside. Close range looks like that will keep your lead safe. Stay on the attack.
I agree. The defense has to shut the door on those kinds of shots if they want to turn this around.
Now here's Elo. Bennett with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Price. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Cartwright's got 8 rebounds in this game.
The Cavs shocking the NBA with a huge trade back in November, trading their leading scorer, one of the best 2 guards in the league, Ron Harper, and a first-round pick to the Clippers, and got 2 young players back. Tell you what, I certainly wish I could get up like him. Man, oh man.
You did. I saw it with my own eyes. But wouldn't it be great, Clark, to be young again? Huh?
Would be wonderful, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, speak for yourselves.
Mike, for the Cavs, the trade has been a catastrophe so far.
You lose Harper, who is averaging 22 a game. The 2 players you get back, one has already been cut. The other playing pro ball in Italy. So you don't replace Harper's production at all.
Not at all. Kerr's checked in for the Cavaliers. Purdue, he's checked in for Chicago. King comes in for Grant. The Cavaliers trail by 18. Kerr outside. Another 3 for Cleveland.
From that spot, Kerr is one of the very few guys who can knock that down.
Left side, Jordan. Lays it up off the glass. Jordan's got 41.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Pass to Bennett. Back to Kerr. Elo outside. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
You got to make sure that you're stationary and set when you're going to set a screen. Any kind of movement typically will draw the whistle.
Yeah, he made things easy for the ref right there. Clear offensive foul on the pick.
And that rejection had some mustard on it. Huge, huge play.
They're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time defense.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Rollins checked in for Doherty. And it's Brown in for Larry Nance. Kerr outside. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Second personal foul.
Chicago leading by 19. Jordan outside. With the fadeaway. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Jordan's got 43 points.
Quality shot from mid-range there. They are clicking right now offensively.
Well, when you've been successful in the paint and beyond the arc, that mid-ranger opens up.
Now here's Elo. Pass to Brown. And he uses the glass on the way up.
Boy, it's just one of the many things that Elo does pretty well. Finding an open man to set up with the ball. Well done there on the pass.
Jordan outside. .129 left now here in the second. Davis in the corner. 4 on the clock. The turnaround Jay doesn't go for it. And Cleveland will come the other way. Kerr outside. Over Paxson. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
Kerr forcing the issue and getting the call, being aggressive there. I like that. Good work.
It's his first trip to the line. Williams, he's checked in for Rollins. Chicago also making some changes. Pippin's checked in for Davis. And Armstrong subbed in for Paxson. And there's the call on Michael Jordan.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
Sacrificing his body, putting it on the line right there.
That takes tremendous grit. Taking charges, not for the faint of heart.
There's the pass to Bennett. Wants to get it to Brown and does.
Keeping an eye on what's going on. That's how Bennett finds a teammate with a better shot.
The Bulls leading by 16. Jordan outside. Passes it to King. He kicks to Armstrong. Now here's Jordan. He's covered by Bennett. Jordan inside. Bennett's there. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Cavaliers making a switch here. Rice is checked in. And here's Cleveland. Brown outside. Pass to Bennett. Pass to Price. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc, another 3 for Cleveland.
Once he gets rolling, Mark Price can go off. We're seeing that tonight.
Jordan with the ball. Bennett's there. The turnaround. And it's off the back rim. No good. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Bulls out front. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the... All right, here we go. The second half start from Northeast Ohio with Mike Fratello, Clark Kellogg, and D.A. This is Kevin Harlan. It's the Cavs and Bulls, a huge game in the Eastern Conference playoff picture. So at Chicago now.
It is great to see Brad Daugherty out there. Earlier in the season, Brad had ankle surgery, and he still isn't up to 100%. If Cleveland wants to make the playoffs, they need Daugherty healthy.
They get it back. Cartwright, and the jam by Bill Cartwright.
Very physical play by Cartwright. Defense just doesn't want to get in the way.
Hands out there with Bennett. Then there's Price. Then there's Doherty. And it's Elo in at the 2 guard. They are the group for Lenny Wilkins starting the second half. And the great Brad Daugherty. an all-star the previous 2 seasons for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's the #1 overall pick back in 1986, and he certainly has lived up to the billing of being a franchise center. He's a double-double machine, highly efficient, very skilled, and still working his way back to that all-star level.
Clark, you were a double-double machine, about 19 points a game, and just a hair under 10 rebounds a game.
Yeah, I found my way into that category the short time that I played, Kevin.
He's made all 5 of his attempts at the line so far, and he knocks down the first one. And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Price, the pass to Bennett. And here is Elo. The feed now to Doherty. Plays it up and banks it in. Thus far, another monster game for Michael Jordan against Cleveland. You know, Mike, he just owns the Cavaliers, doesn't he?
Well, the newspaper editor didn't do Cleveland any favors by running that article. Jordan making a point tonight, no one can guard me.
Very clear. Nice move. Jordan dishes to Grant. It's good. Grant's got his first basket of the night.
Yeah, I like how strong Grant is inside. I mean, not many guys want to fool with him down there.
Oh, Nance in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Look at the reach Nance has. Plucking the high pass out of the air, just slamming it down.
And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Grant. Jordan's got 47 points.
Attacking the paint that time, unfazed by the bigger defender.
Touch, angles, whatever it takes to elude the shot blocker.
Elo outside. Knocked away and stolen by Jordan. So Jordan now approaching the 54-point mark he posted against the Cavs earlier this season.
That's simply an outstanding play, working the size mismatch right at the rim.
The Bulls have been coming through at the charity stripe. They've made 7 of their 8 attempts. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Price kicks to Bennett. Back to Price. To the wing on the left. And the pass to Elo. Inside. Here's Bennett. Bank shot. No good. And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. It's an 18-point lead.
You know, at the end of the day, size does matter, especially on the glass.
Passes it to Bennett. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
Michael Jordan won the MVP in 1988, finished second in voting last year to Magic Johnson. I think he's in the conversation again. MJ leads the league in scoring. The Bulls with the second best record in the East.
Here is Paxson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Grant outside. Fades and shoots. And again, no good by Chicago. Hey, Clark, in the MVP race, it feels like it's Magic Johnson against Michael Jordan. What do you think?
I agree. And you take a look at Magic. He's your pick if passing is what you favor. Over 11 assists per game. Johnson's Lakers have the NBA's best record as well, 51-17. MJ clearly has the scoring edge, 33 points a game. Plus, he's a first-team all-defense guy. I think it's another hard choice for the voters.
When you and I vote, it is going to be difficult.
Hard, no question.
Jordan on the wing. Clock at 6. Over Bennett. Jordan's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 13. And here's Bennett. Good work defensively by Pippen. And looking at Cleveland's three-point numbers, Clark, they're down compared to what they normally do.
Well, you know, it was a point of emphasis and focus for Phil Jackson and his staff. I mean, the Cavs' offense is centered around, predicated on knocking down threes. So Chicago clearly looking to disrupt that.
And they've been moving the ballpark really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
Timeout called the Cavaliers.
You know, I can imagine that coach is giving them an earful about what's happening in the paint. They've got to clean that up.
Yeah, their interior defense has been too easy to crack. Time to get physical down low.
Whoops, they pick off the pass. Here's Pippen. It's deflected.
Outstanding at slotting shots. Nance is an athletic big.
It's Price on the wing. Guarded by Paxson. That one good for 2.
They're losing, but don't blame him. He's doing everything. Everything he can to keep it close.
Jordan up top. He's covered by Bennett. Jordan down low. Bennett's there. Jordan's shot is off. The Cavaliers trail by 14. Now here's Bennett. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got rebound number 5 here tonight. It's deflected. It's stolen by Nance.
Look, the Cavs have been a bit disappointing this season, sitting at 32 and 36 right now. Remember, last year they won 57 games, the second most in the NBA, won an incredible 37-4 in this building. A few things have been a little off this year, to say the least.
And it makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
Pass to Bennett. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
3rd personal foul.
That one on Pippen. And Cleveland just a few levels below last year. Coach, why is that?
The Ron Harper trade has been a disaster. That's 18-5-5 you lose from Harper. Brad Daugherty's ankle injury has really hurt this team. They need to come together quick to make the playoffs.
Real quick. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Kings checked in for Carter. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for John Paxson.
Way to punch it, Scottie Pippen. The athleticism, impressive.
Elo kicks to Price. Cleveland moving it around. 6 to shoot. And the shot is good. Doherty's got 4 points in the quarter.
Tough to stop the 7-footer Doherty inside.
And the first time out of the game call for Chicago.
Your Cavalier girls.
Williams is checked in for Cleveland. Bill Purdue's checked in for the Bulls. The Bulls leading by 14. Jordan outside. Armstrong passes to Jordan. Down low. And slam dunk by Purdue.
Sets a great screen and rolls right to the hoop. Smart play by Purdue.
So Mike Fratello, this Cavs-Bulls matchup, it has really turned into a terrific rivalry.
Well, the Bulls keep knocking the Cavs out in the playoffs. Division rivals play each other 6 times during the regular season, so they see each other a ton.
Very good point. Williams. And it's King with the rebound. And Chicago has possession. In the corner, it's Jordan. Shoots over Elo. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. Brown is checked in for Doherty.
Coming to the floor for Cleveland, Chucky Brown.
You gotta love strong defense, especially when it comes in the form of harsh rejections. Wow.
That's exactly what a team needs when they're playing from behind. Energetic defense.
Pass to Pippen. Shoots over Elo. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. The Cavaliers trail by 16. Here he goes. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Pippen's got 5 rebounds tonight. Jordan, the pass to Armstrong. Basket counts. And the Bulls lead by 18.
When your point guard like Armstrong is able to score inside, that does add another element to your offense.
Elo kicks to Price. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
Use the pick, get space. Easy, smart basketball.
2 minutes remaining.
Foul against Jordan.
2 minutes. Cleveland foul. Craig Elo. First personal
One
foul.
after another. He's been terrific at the line, going 9 for 9.
At the line for the
Free throw
Bulls.
good, Jordan.
Michael Jordan at the line for 2.
And both free throws good for Jordan. And here's Price. He brings it up for the Cleveland Cavaliers. They trail by 18. Kicks it to Nance. The pass to Elo. Just 5 on the clock. Takes the 3. Another 3 for Cleveland. Cleveland, coach, the best team in the NBA from three-point shooting territory. They have been shooting it well from deep.
The Cavs have multiple elite three-point shooters, and they're dialed in tonight.
Here's Pippen. And too long on the shot. The Cavaliers trail by 15. Passes it to Nance. Price looking it over. Pass to Elo. No good from outside. Chicago with the ball.
You got to set those feet.
Great call for the situation, too. No doubt he was moving there.
At the line for the Bulls, Michael Jordan. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. And both free throws good for Jordan. 55 seconds left in the third quarter. Price kicks to Nance. Back to Price. In the corner, Nance with it. Price outside. 6 on the shot clock. Tries it from the top of the key. Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And the Bulls with another miss. The Cavaliers trail by 17. Price outside. To the paint. Here's Brown. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Michael Jordan on the wing. Pippen for 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Chicago Bulls feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. What a night. All right, we've made it to the fourth quarter. Kevin, Mike, Clark, and D.A. with you. Yet another matchup between the Cavs and the Bulls. These two know each other so well.
Well, when you talk about Craig Elo, what a story this guy is. Was cut from the NBA, playing in a minor professional league, got a 10-day contract with Cleveland 3 years ago to replace Mark Price, who had appendicitis. Elo has stuck since then in the league.
On the court for the Bulls, getting this fourth quarter started. Grant is out there with Cartwright. And it's Michael Jordan. Then there's Pippen. And it's Armstrong in at the point. That's tipped.
A true anchor. Cartwright shows quick reflexes to come away with that block.
Jordan against Nance. Outside for Pippen. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Jordan. Jordan's got his 5th assist in this one. And for Elo, making it in the NBA. Clark, he just got rewarded.
And really cool to see. I mean, recently signing a new big contract. He's a fantastic three-point shooter, and he's one of the better defenders at the two-guard spot in the league. And he's got a really good work ethic and sets a great example for his teammates.
Well said. Pippen finds Jordan. It's Pippen on the wing. Elo covering. 5 to shoot. Here's Pippen. And he hits it just before the shot clock expires. Pippen's got 5 points in the quarter.
Scottie Pippen showing you nice touch inside close range.
Price the pass to Elo. Williams looking around. Back to Nance. Here's Elo. Hits it from three-point range. Well, we've been tracking the scoring of Michael Jordan. And, Coach, no surprise. He has been dynamite.
Did they have to run that story today about Elo guarding Jordan? I think the article poked the bear, as if Jordan needed anything else to motivate him.
Isn't that the truth? My goodness.
At the line for the Bulls, Michael Jordan taking 2 shots.
Free throw good, Jordan. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Bennett's checked in. And so Jordan nails both of them. The Cavaliers trail by 19. Timeout called the Cavaliers. Michael Jordan really making a difference here.
They simply have no answer for him right now, and he's making them pay dearly for it.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free T-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Oh, Nance in position. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Price does such a good job. Always seems to find the open man. This is a guy who loves to share the basketball.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Jordan passes to Grant. And the dunk by Grant.
A nice sense of when to move the ball and get the assist.
Here is Price. Now Bennett. Pippen with the steal. To the inside. Grant. Got a piece of it. A second chance effort. Pippen kicks to Jordan. Over Elo. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Doherty's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And that one's good. Elo.
Hey, we talk an awful lot about the scoring of Michael Jordan, and for good reason. But in these fourth quarters, the defense of MJ is significant as well. The Defensive Player of the Year in 1988. Jordan is a bad man on that end, too.
You know, Mike, the defense that Michael Jordan shows on the floor, it does change the game, doesn't it?
Michael is second in the league in steals. His combination of athleticism plus competitiveness make him a fantastic defender. Also, this guy just never gets tired.
No, he does not. Paxson, he's checked in for the Bulls. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Elo outside. Pass to Bennett. Back to Elo. They get it again. He goes up again, and it's good on the way in. Elo's got 10 points here in the second half.
You know, Elo has the look of a surfer. He's free-flowing, kind of blondish, floppy hair, but he's a starting-level talent for sure. And he draws some of the toughest assignments at the defensive end of the floor.
Love the communication. He knew just when and where to send the hot pass.
And so Price will bring it up for Cleveland. 19-point game. Nance outside. Shoots over Grant. Nance, no good. Here's Jordan. He's done it. Michael Jordan has set a new career high. 65 points.
At the line for the Bulls, Michael Jordan. At the line for one.
Free throw good, Jordan.
Looking forward to the playoffs. We know the Bulls will be there. They're jockeying for position. Chicago has been knocked out by the bad boys the last 2 seasons.
Poke loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
The ball goes to Chicago.
Jackson with the ball. Grant outside. Bulls moving the ball around. Paxson passes to Grant. Outside Jordan. Shot clock at 6. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Winston Bennett.
Well, for the Bulls in the playoffs, Clark, what did they need to do to get to the final?
At the line for the
Kevin,
Bulls,
I think they've got to toughen up.
Jordan.
Become more aggressive, more physical, especially if they want to beat Detroit. You've got to be willing to take a beating and give one out. They need more from Scottie Pippen, too. He only averaged 9 points a game in the Eastern Conference Finals last year.
That's right. Here is Price. Elo outside. Bennett with it. Pippen on him. That one's off. Still out of sync.
You know, you got to feel for him. He just cannot seem to buy a bucket here.
Yeah, but he has to stop shooting. He's really hurting his team.
Here's Jordan. Doherty with the rebound. Doherty's got rebound number 11 for him here tonight. Price, high post. He's against Cartwright. Here's Doherty. Here's Nance. Grant gets the rebound. Grant's got 6 rebounds in the game. Jordan against Nance. Jordan with the bucket.
Michael Jordan.
He's so difficult to slow down when he gets that fire in his eyes.
Haven't been able to stop this run so far.
The opposition continuing to be absolutely relentless.
The pass to Bennett. Back to Elo. Clock at 6. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up.
A jack-of-all-trades kind of guard. Elo scores, passes, rebounds, and defends at an impressive level.
Taking 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. Rollins checked in for Doherty. Brown comes in for Larry Nance. Kerr's checked in for Bennett. And it's Hardy in for Price. Chicago also making some changes. King comes in for Horace Grant. Davis is subbed in for Pippen. Kerr against Jordan. Pass to Paxson. Shoots over Hardy. No good from Paxson.
Defense backing off there, knowing the mid-ranger is a low percentage level.
Good on the shot.
And the defense no factor, which is why he simply laid it in.
The Bulls leading by 23. Paxson passes to Davis. And here's Paxson. Outside, Jordan. Back to Paxson. Shoots from 14. They get a hand on it. Jordan passes to King. Back to Jordan. Second shot opportunity. That one doesn't drop. So Cleveland will take it the other way. To the left side wing. Now here's Hardy. Here's Rollins, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Rollins showing some physicality on that play, making trouble for the defense and able to draw the foul.
For the Cavaliers, Nancy's checked in for Brown. Bennett comes in for Steve Kerr. And it's Price in for Hardy. Chicago also making some changes. Grant, he's checked in for King, and Pippen subbed in for Davis. Here's Jordan. Down low. There's the steal. Now Cleveland moving it up. Launches the three. The rebound by Cartwright. Chicago leading by 21.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside, Jordan. Yes, that goes in.
Michael Jordan.
Jordan's got 13 points now in the quarter.
You're not going to get stops against him unless you give an effort.
Priority and goal number one has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
Here's Nance. The offensive rebound. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
It goes on Horace Grant.
The athleticism of Nance is special. Once he's this deep inside, he uses it to draw contact.
A different look now for Cleveland. Brownie's checked in for Bennett. Kerr comes in for Craig Elo. And it's Hardy in for Price. Kings checked in for Chicago. Davis comes in for Scottie Pippen. Jordan is doubled. Davis kicks to Grant. Davis the pass to Jordan. Shot clock at 6. And Brown over to help. Jordan finds Davis. Shoots over Brown. That one off the back iron and out.
Not a bad look, just didn't fall.
Kerr outside. Passes it to Rollins.
And these calls are not easy for the refs to make.
Things happen so fast in real time. These refs do their best to get these calls right.
Tree Rollins taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls.
You know, it's hard not to appreciate a big rim protecting big guy like Tree Rollins. I mean, he knows his role and is determined to play it well for the good of the team, and shot blocking is one of his greatest attributes.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Neely comes in for Grant, and Hodges subbed in for John Paxson. And so Jordan will bring it up for the Bulls. They have a 19-point lead. Pass to King. It's rebounded by Cleveland. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Inside. Got a piece of it, and he gets it back. Kerr's shot is good. Here's Jordan. On the wing, Davis. And Hodges kicks to Jordan. Shoots over Hardy. Here's King, and he jams it with authority.
Crashing the offensive glass with power. King, this is why you got to put a body on him.
Tipped away and stolen by Jordan. And there's the pass to Hodges. Here's Neely. Back to Davis. Pass to Neely. And the 3 off target. And the Bulls with another win over Cleveland. Coach Chicago is 4-0 against the Cavs this season.
They've got one more meeting in 2 weeks to finish the season series. But guys, this is total domination by Chicago.
And Clark, tonight, a Bulls win and a brutal loss for the Cavs in this playoff race.
Definitely, Kevin. I mean, they're a full game out now. Still, Cleveland does have 13 games left, and the Bulls, they solidify their spot as the 2 seed.
It appears they have. For our terrific reporter, David Aldridge, along with Clark Kellogg and Mike Fratello, I'm Kevin Harlan.